Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Wednesday, May 26th, 2010. Well, folks, here we go again. Market is up for a change today. Not up huge on the day, but a good solid bounce back after a monstrous reversal from yesterday. And this is the key, folks. Yesterday at the open of the market, we were basically down 300 on the Dow. We closed down 20. So again, 280 point, 270 point swing. Today, the markets are up another 75 points on the Dow. So you can see you're talking about literally a 350 point reversal from yesterday's open to where this market currently is sitting now. That is a sizable reversal for just 2 days or a day and a half if you compare to where we are currently when I'm doing this video. Now, regardless to what's going on, let's talk about what's going on. Well, first of all, a little bit of the fear from North Korea, South Korea is subsiding. That's a big reason why the market's gapped down. In addition, it seems like there's nothing major new out of Europe at this point. Portugal, Spain, still a mess. Greece, still a mess. A lot of other countries, still a mess, but you're not having these definite things going on right now. No defaults of major banks between yesterday and today. Nothing like that. In addition, the sentiment indicator, and remember, psychology at In the Money Stocks is one of the key things we look at. We look at the proprietary techniques that we've developed, price, pattern, and time, along with psychology. And psychology got so bearish between yesterday morning and really the previous day that you had to look for a reversal. I mean, you're talking about put-call ratios just off the charts, and all these other factors were just at the height that they could be at. And that again tells you that look for that reversal. Sure enough, yesterday, what did we do? We picked up ExxonMobil at the open. Today, we sold it for a $1.60 profit just from yesterday's open. And again, just putting $10,000 or even buying just 100 shares of these things, you are making good, solid money. What's another play that I did? And again, let me punch up this chart of ExxonMobil. You can see really gapping up and just trading sideways the whole day. But one thing that you have to say to yourself is, again, a beautiful little move. And where did I pick this up yesterday, folks? Give you guys the exact entry right here. This is where I bought it yesterday, right in this area, and sure enough, by the end of the day, we were up $1, and then today making another 60 cents on it across the board, selling it right here at 60.21, I believe. Oh, 60.31, right there. Ending it, again, just unloading near the highs of the day. So that's a beautiful little thing. AK Steel, guys, again, this is one that I picked up a few days ago. My average price was $13.80. Yesterday reverses, even when the market's getting crushed, goes up at basically $1.50. Today, on the open, I sold it. Now, why did I sell this? And again, I'm telling you guys this to give you guys an understanding of why the methodology works. Why do I sell at the levels that I do? Why do I buy at the levels that I do? Why am I so successful in making money? And why do my members make money? And this is exactly why. So again, here it goes yesterday all the way up, and our members again getting the alerts on the hot charts and alerts pro trader watch list. And then I sold this morning at $15.45 right at the open. Why did I do that, folks? Because if you look at your daily chart, it gapped up right into the 20 moving average after a huge move yesterday. You have to say to yourself that's an extension move there. Again, 20 moving average is going to be good resistance. I unloaded right here, and sure enough, now it's down about 45 cents. So not only did I sell when it was up 45 cents basically on the day, but it's now negative 45 cents, a reversal of 90 cents on the stock. All right, so again, guys, I'm giving you a sense of what's going on here at In the Money Stocks, how you're able to make the money that you're able to make with a success rate of 80 to 90% trade after trade. All right, and again, that's a high success rate. Even hedge funds, again, don't do that type of analysis and success rate. But that's what we do here at In the Money Stocks in the Research Center and in the Intraday Stock Chat. Now, that's AK Steel, that's ExxonMobil. Those are just the two trades from yesterday that we unloaded today. There's a ton of other trades, but obviously I can't get into anything that I'm currently in, again, to give that away. That's for premium subscribers, but you guys can, again, sign up for the Research Center and get all that information. Now, let's go back to the SPY. What are you doing? There's your daily chart. It's another discussion that we can do at another point in time, but the nightly analysis videos cover that. The market's gapped up today. They moved up beautifully above this 200 moving average, closing above. That tells you you're going to go to your next resistance level. Now, we went right up here, and at this point, it was a beautiful level to short the market. Why? Why would this have been a signal? Why does In the Money Stocks make the call to short the market at this point? And the answer is just look at your charts. Trend line analysis is key. Look at the last 2 days here, the last 3 days, at the pivot high from May 21st, the pivot high from May 24th. This is Friday to Monday's pivot high. All right, Tuesday we had the big down day reversal, and then Wednesday, look at the pivot top. No brainer to short the market there. And again, guys, you have to be able to do this on your own, or again, we help you learn this stuff, but this is the way to make money in this market. A volatile market where the VIX is, 20, 30, 40, at the level like that, this is the type of market that short-term swing trades work amazingly well. Taking $1.60 out of Exxon from yesterday to today, AK Steel making over 10%. These are the types of moves you should be able to make literally in a day or two in this market, the way the volatility is, and that's the key. All right, and again, as I say, I always say this to the nightly video people, but swing traders, you should be able to do 100% or more in your portfolio a year. If you do it well like we do it, there's no reason not to have a return of literally 100% a year if you do it right. Day traders, you should be able to do multiple hundreds of percents if you're good. Now, again, it's very tough to do day trading. That's why we run the intraday stock jet. But again, the average investor out there is making 10% a year if they're lucky. Over the last 10 years, if they held, they're probably basically flat. So again, you should be able to maximize profit, and that's what we strive to do here at In the Money Stocks by avoiding the Wall Street hype and doing all the price pattern time stuff that we do. All right, now again, looking at the levels here on an intraday basis, let me just quickly go over them. As I scan in and zoom in on the charts, you have resistance right here, folks. This is the no-brainer resistance, 109.35 to 109.50 right here. If you get through that, 109.75 and 110.40. Those are your upside resistance levels. On the downside, a little bit of support right here at the pivot area. You have the 200 moving average right here. That's 108.35. If you get below that, you're going to go right here to 107.90. If you get to 107.90, you're basically into gap fill. That will be a huge level. Right down here is just a huge, huge level in this area of gap fill, 50 moving average, and blue trend line. All right, that's your level. That would be a no-brainer scalp to the long side this afternoon should we hit it. Now, if we came through that level, you have another minor level at this pivot low coming from over here. That's at 107.60. And then after that, you actually have no real major support until you get down to this area right here at around 106.75. So there's a lot of different levels at this point you have to be aware of on the markets. And we are starting to come in just a little bit. But to be honest, the market's been in a choppy range here today. Basically from the gap up right here to this high 109.35 level, 45 level, then down to this level again, which is essentially gap window. You can see right here, gap window tested, we bounced, gap window tested again, bounced, now gap window tested again. And if we get through here, obviously you probably go to gap fill, but gap window is what's holding up right now in this market. All right, some stocks in play today. What's of an interest to me today? Exxon, Chevron, oil bouncing today. No brainer on oil, guys. Again, that's another key position that I've liked here for some time here over the last few days. Oil getting a huge bounce today. The USO up about $1 on the day. You can see coming into the spot crude close in 3 minutes. And again, very, very nice move on the USO today. UCO is a great way to play it. That's a 2 times long ETF for crude oil. That's another thing, again, we'll discuss more in depth in the nightly analysis. The dollar today. Dollar is stronger today. You can see dollar getting a little bit of a boost up. Notice how the market was just recently selling. Market was selling here, and that's because the dollar is going up, and obviously in response, or the euro is moving down. In response is the dollar moving up. So you can see euro selling, and the market sells with the euro, and the dollar in response is obviously rising. They have to go in opposite directions, the euro and the dollar at this point in time. All right, so that's really what's going on there, and that's why you're seeing a little bit of afternoon weakness here in the markets, although they still are nicely positive. Again, just to give you guys an idea, let me just refresh here and give you guys what the markets are doing at this current time. Dow up 60 points, NASDAQ up 22, and S&P up about 9. So it's a good gain across the board. Basically 0.75, 0.75% gains across on if you average them all out. Apple Computer up 4 today, Google up 550, Baidu up slightly. JPM and Goldman, which were leaders yesterday, are kind of pausing today. Chevron, Exxon, flat to positive on the day. And you basically have that. You have a flat to positive day across the board on a lot of stocks. And after the reversal yesterday, today could be looked at as a pause day. Now, is it inside bar consolidation, which could mean upside coming tomorrow or the next day? That's a possibility. We're going to find out. And again, I'll give all the updates and new trades out in the hot charts and alerts this afternoon. And again, literally 2 to 3 winners a day between the Pro Trader and the hot charts and alerts. And again, $49.99 for the Research Center, the biggest no-brainer out there in my opinion. Includes everything. Take care, folks. I'll talk to you soon.